Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Star-Crossed Lovers and Light Through Yonder Window Breaking. My name is Igbarash. I am joined here by Alice.
Hey, kids!
That's what I'm calling you anyway. Uh-oh.
Sure.
So, someone's having trouble getting the elevator there. That was a little bit rough. But this is Star Trek. Have you seen this game at all?
Captain, I hope
Yet?
I haven't. But I will say that my first response was like, "Hey, is that like the appropriate uniform to be wearing?" And he just immediately comments on it. So.
Oh, I guess I talked over that. But yeah, this is like the reboot. I don't know. Did you see the reboot movie?
I didn't see the reboot movie.
You didn't?
I'm excited about it.
I'm surprised you didn't see it. Aren't you like a Star Trek fan? I thought.
Yeah, I'm a huge Star Trek fan.
Yeah.
So I missed the release because I don't watch a lot of stuff in theaters.
Yeah, nobody does anymore. Yeah.
I know what's wrong with this show. What? It's the theater. What's wrong with it? The seats face the stage.
And then I just sort of missed it for a number of other reasons. But
Yeah.
I think it's the next in my Netflix queue, so I want to see it before the
Oh,
new
I
one
didn't even
comes
know
out.
it was on Netflix. All right. Yeah, it was all right. I mean, it's just, the problem is they made it more about action than about, Oh yeah, I talked about this earlier about grand humanistic themes like philosophy and diplomacy and power and control, and it's just more about like lasers, cool transporting effect, which we're about to see. Energized.
Yeah, but that was what the first Star Trek was really about.
I know. That's true. That's true. It's more like the frontier and the wild action scenes and stuff. So. It's a good point.
Yeah. I mean, they really weren't able to integrate story until the next generation. I mean, they were,
Yeah.
but it just, it was really like, hey, let's see if we can do some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, this game looks neat.
It is.
So,
It's a beautiful game. Yeah.
Any further out and I'd be back in Iowa.
is it just like a single player kind of deal, or?
No, actually, this game's made for co-op. Although I am playing it single player here. But one person plays as Kirk, one as Spock, and you just kind of. I'm playing with Xbox controller. It was released for consoles, and it's made for co-op because there's co-op doors, which we mentioned in the last video. And I got a sniper rifle here, and I proceed to waste bullets because I was like, "Oh, cool, sniper rifle!" And I was like, "Oh shit, there's ammo."
So it's kind of like a third-person, first-person shooter kind of game.
Yep. Like your standard Gears of War, Halo kind of thing. Although Halo's only first-person, but you get the picture. That's what you got.
Yeah, that's interesting.
What is the shadow on that bird? That is very weird.
What is going on with the wind?
Yeah, that's a good point. It's blowing in every different direction.
I know.
So what's happened so far is that is a Vulcan captain of a ship and of a station above a binary system, star binary system. We have rescued her because her station was sabotaged and she thinks her father may be responsible. So we're going to talk to her dad. And here's where co-op comes in, where we have to hack together. You can see one says Spock, one says Kirk. But since it's just me,
interesting.
yeah, I'm just playing Kirk, so it's only one side lit up. Hacking complete. Did you ever see the movie
If
Hackers?
only hacking were that simple.
Yeah. Did you ever see that movie Hackers in the 90s with Angelina Jolie?
Yes, I did. You get to see her boobies through a slightly see-through shirt.
Of course, that's the one thing you remember about it.
Oh no, I love that movie. I watch it all the time. But I think the first time I saw it, I rewound it like 3 or 4 times. I was like, are those boobies? Yeah, those are boobies.
Just checking. Just that part of the VHS tape is a little worn when they go to play.
Yeah, exactly.
My lawyer told the judge I'm an addict, but I'm not addicted to my computer. No, really. I'm not an addict.
But no, that was pretty great because that was kind of some of the stuff that I was into when I was a kid.
Yeah,
so.
me too. I had little floppy disks that I would have crappy hacking programs that I downloaded on. Like one was called Sam Spade. That was really good as a packet sniffer. I mean, I didn't do any of that. Oh.
Ooh.
Did you see him just go through that rock? That was hilarious.
We have a problem.
Yeah.
You can't make that
So
jump.
apparently I can't make that jump.
It is highly doubtful that either of us can cross unharmed.
The dialogue's pretty good in this. Kirk has some snappy comebacks.
I bet he would.
Yeah.
Really? But you can't make that jump.
So for some reason my my playback just stopped here for a second, but I'm fixing it.
Okay. You better fix it because I'm going to keep going. I don't care.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Alright, I'm watching you die to the rock.
I'm at
Cool, I think I'm caught up.
5:18.
Anything
All
else
right.
is interesting.
Readings are inconclusive.
5:18 sound.
Very comforting.
Now,
Alright, cool.
now I'm at 5:25.
Yeah, I'm right about there. We're
Okay.
good.
We'll just leave
Yeah,
it in.
no.
I don't care.
Yeah. It's all good. Learn about flora and fauna.
Yeah, you're right there with me. Hold Y, Spock move to.
It's interesting that they turned this into like a shooter. Like I just never imagined that a Star Trek game could be
It
a
doesn't
shooter.
really make sense. I think they have to do that to just appeal to the modern,
complete.
gaming market, I
Gamer.
guess. Yeah. And because it's co-op, you want to shoot stuff together. I guess you don't really want to solve puzzles together. Because then it just becomes like Portal co-op where you yell at each other. No, dude, get over here. What are you doing? You're an idiot.
Wait, hold on. That's how all co-op is. That's
Yeah,
what's
that's
great
true.
about co-op. It's like
That's true.
screaming at each other.
Ruining friendships. Whoa, that was a scary shadow.
Yeah, I'm
So,
pretty sure we used to.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, in this part I discovered that scanning stuff for the tricorder gives you experience. So for the next 10 minutes where you're going to see me just trying to scan everything in sight. Because it gives you experience points, which you need. Oh, man.
To level up.
Yeah. Oh, he's dead.
That guy wasn't right in the head.
I understand that our lives are at risk,
Wow.
but we must endeavor
Scanning stuff
not
with the
to use
tricorder
lethal
looks
force.
awesome.
Agreed.
Yeah.
We both need to use stun from this point on.
That guy wasn't right in the head. Bam, bam! Well, Kirk is that shoot first, ask questions later kind of guy.
I think he's been
So
poisoned.
that's why I thought I would just
Scans
shoot.
show numerous toxins in the adrenal glands and bloodstream.
So these Vulcans have been infected by an unknown alien virus. Imagine that.
Yeah, it sounds like something that never happened. I gotta admit, like, in this alternate universe, for the Star Trek universe, like, the fidelity on everything is much higher.
Good point.
Enterprise. Its 5-year mission.
Yeah, it looks so much. It's like space is more advanced than before. No, in this
So
alternate
weird.
universe, Vulcan has been destroyed. That's the premise of the reboot universe. That there is no planet Vulcan. All the Vulcans are like nomads now. I'm pretty sure
That's
happened
kinda
in the game
awesome.
by now. Yeah. Oh my God! Can I just pick a fucking upgrade already? Jeez. How long am I gonna spend?
You
There
get
we
to
go.
upgrade your weapon on the fly? That is
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, you get with your XP, but like I think you have to get level 1 before you go to the next level of stuff. But like it has like support. See that support, and you can like gain stuff for your co-op abilities, like boost your allied shields apparently.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think I can understand why they would choose to destroy Vulcan in an alternate mythology.
Yeah. Well, it puts
Because
it-
everybody really doesn't respond very well to Vulcans.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
At first, they're always like, they make Vulcans seem kind of douchey,
Yeah.
and then you have to come around to liking them. They do that in pretty much all the series.
We gotta take him out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're like the more advanced. You know, they've had space travel longer than most other species in the galaxy, or in the quadrant, I should say. Oh,
Yeah,
oh, sweet takedown.
and somehow,
You see me take down that guy and choke him? That was great.
This door is locked tight. We need a code.
A mind meld may be our only chance to find out what has happened.
We need to mind meld Kevin. Oops, I mean an Aurealis. Mind meld.
I could be either.
It could be
You wanna
either.
touch that guy? A mind meld is our only option.
You just like busted out the mind meld whenever.
Spock busts it out. He likes to touch things.
That doesn't seem like Spock at all. Like he's like really reticent to use the mind meld.
His mind
Yeah,
has been
you're right.
corrupted.
Alternate universe.
Also, I now know the code to that door.
Yeah, all of a sudden Spock's all about melding constantly.
There was a gosh, what was it? I don't know if it's Next Generation. I don't remember. An episode where like they talk about how mind melding is like a abolished practice on Vulcan, and you know if that's Enterprise. That was Enterprise. Shouldn't talk about Enterprise.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Why? What's wrong with Enterprise?
Enterprise is awful.
After all, they are Vulcan.
You don't think so?
You are a bad human.
Really? Most people, I'm gonna say the community's with me on this one. Most people don't like Enterprise.
Well, Enterprise is different. I mean, I argue that anytime you make something that's different, people are going to complain that it's not the same as the
It's
thing
actually,
that they like.
I've seen it all twice, so it's not like totally unwatchable.
Let's find this Chirac guy and get the hell out of here.
But
Well, I'm glad you give me that. You know, it's not totally
that's
unwatchable.
totally unwatchable.
Rosebud.
No, Scott Bakula does a good job. Did you know Seth MacFarlane is in Enterprise? A few episodes. Did you know that? Before he made Family Guy, obviously. He plays like a guy, and he plays just a sort of. He's an extra sort of, but he has a couple lines, and he's in engineering department. He's under Trip's command.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was watching Enterprise the first time. I was like, holy shit, that's Seth MacFarlane.
I will say this, through pretty much The Next Generation and Deep Space Nine, all the way up until, you know, the end. Spoiler alert.
That's
and
okay.
Voyager, like, you don't really lose characters very much. And certainly not in a fairly gripping way. Like, even DS9, it was kind of like a different sort of thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, how many times does like the chief almost die, Dr. Bashir? They always make it out.
Yeah, and then you know, you've got. But in any way, like the whole thing with Trip was very kind of gripping.
That's true. That's true. They do have some good. I really like the episode where it's Trip and that alien, and they don't speak the same language, and they're trying to. They're trapped on that planet with like no water, and they're slowly dying. That's a good episode.
Yeah, the language barrier episodes are very good too. In the Next Generation, there's a great language barrier episode.
Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, the greatest.
Yeah, when the walls fell.
When the walls fell. So good.
Shaka, when the walls fell. Shaka, indeed.
So what is this Sirach Vulcan telling us? I can open the fire door that leads further into the labs. I like how the chick stays behind at the computers and doesn't go into the action. That's very 1960s Star Trek-esque. Where just misogynistic, where the woman just stays behind. Like, you stay here and man the base. We'll take care of, you know, being the heroes. I thought that was an interesting choice.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's always a big to-do made about, you know, Uhura being black. And you know, that was cool that they did that. It was a sort of revolutionary kind of thing.
It was in those days, yeah, definitely.
But, like, it was kind of like, hey, you know, you can rise out of one form of oppression and find yourself in another. Yeah. You can be dismissed just like any white woman.
Yeah. I do think that's why in the beginning of Next Generation they had the tactical officer as a woman. What's her face? She dies to the blob. What's her name again?
Oh, Tasha Yar.
Tasha Yar, thank you. Every time I do Let's Plays, like, my mind just loses all its facts that I have. No, yeah, Tasha Yar. I noticed that when I first watched Next Generation. I was like, oh, the tactical officer's a woman. That's cool. And then she dies.
And she also had sex with Data, which is extremely important.
That's right.
Lieutenant Yar?
Here, Data.
Oh, I love that part in Voyager when 7 of 9 is looking through the Doctor's memory, and she's like, "What's all this in your memory buffer? Like, sexual relations? What is that?" It's good. Put the power cell in the slot. Go. Sexual relations.
I like the quest tracker. That's kind of a neat little thing. I mean, it's kind of a linear game, it seems like, but they still have a quest tracker for you.
Yeah, here we have a sneaking element introduced, because I'm supposed to try and take out all the Vulcans non-lethally, because they're just infected. They're not bad people.
I see.
So we had the sneaking element.
Can you choose? Can you choose
Yes.
if you kill them or not?
Yeah, you'll see in a little bit. I'm going to not follow that dictum and probably just gun everything down. I'm role playing as Kirk. I'm role playing.
Yeah, that's pretty important to do.
Oh man. Sneaky, sneaky. Did you ever play Metal Gear Solid games?
Yes, I did. They're quite fun.
Yeah. Just kind of reminded me of that. Whose footprints are these?
You were tricording everything.
I know. I told you. I was like, because once you discover that that's the only way to gain XP, I'm just kind of like, well, shit. I guess I gotta fucking try. And the stuff to scan is so inconspicuous sometimes. It's just like a spot on a wall or something, and you're just like, what? Take down. I got him.
It's so weird because there's all this like really cool kind of tech stuff that they've got going on, you know, like projection screens and stuff. And then they still try to fashion the tricorder to look like the old school tricorder a little bit.
That's true, yeah. It's kind of like
and
a
like the
flip
guns
phone.
still look kind of crappy.
I used to have one of these. I love classic 23rd century design. Black finish, silver highlights.
He's got like a massive, like futuristic sniper rifle on his back.
Our Starfleet training has Dr. McCoy. Have you been able to ascertain the nature?
I always kind of wonder about that, like a laser gun. Does it need to have a long barrel necessarily? Because you know, long barrels make sense in a rifle because it adds extra power and strength to the metal projectile coming out of it, right? But I don't know how lasers work. Do you need a long barrel and a laser gun? I don't get that.
Well, I mean, the real question is, do you need a rifle light? I mean, I guess if it's acting like if it's acting like it's got mass, then yes. But if it's acting like light, then it doesn't matter.
And it's not like, I mean, shooting light out of a gun, does that have recoil? I don't even know. I mean, when I turn on a flashlight, I don't go like, whoa! So, I don't know. Because they've got
maybe
like
it's a
the
different kind of recoil.
Yeah, maybe a different kind.
Like from the energy discharge or something causes some sort of recoil. I don't know.
Probably.
I mean,
why worry? Each of us is wearing an unlicensed nuclear accelerator on his back. Yep.
you're talking about like shooting lasers here that have like so many, megawatts of heat behind them or whatever. I mean, like they could, and apparently can just stun people, which doesn't really make sense because that's not what lasers do.
Yeah, not at all. 1.21
I mean, they either burn
gigawatts.
something to a crisp or don't.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I thought. Well, I got a new rifle, and then I realized I had to scan it, so I have to switch it with on the ground and then scan it and then pick it up again.
For the extra XP.
With the extra XP. I mean, I need that. How else am I gonna level up? I gotta fucking scan everything. Like, oh, great. Oh well. At least he's got a little utility belt, Bruce Wayne style. I don't think they have that.
That's pretty good.
In Star Trek, I always notice, like, they go for an away mission, but they don't really have pockets or, like, backpacks or things
anywhere to put their stuff.
they're just kind of naked out there. Takedown.
They just really like carrying their stuff around because,
Yeah.
heaven forbid they should be caught with a man bag.
Yeah. And here's where we
Yeah.
break the non-lethal code in this shootout, I think. I'm just like, oh, I'm surrounded. Better kill everything.
I was just about to say, you've been doing really well, not killing everything.
I think I might kill someone here, I'm not sure. Spock's not even helping. I mean, is he gonna fire, or... What the hell, Spock? I don't even see him. Yep, there it is.
These people are not in
Oh, man.
We
We must not harm them.
It gets complicated where there's like, a couple dudes.
Yeah, I know, more than one dude, I can't handle it. Oh, Star Trek. I just want to see some tribbles already. Where are the tribbles?
They take a lot of Houston to bring them down.
Yeah, a surprising amount for lasers. Well, I don't know if they have shields or what. They don't seem to. Maybe. It's hard to tell.
Well, maybe it's because it's the infection. I mean, it causes them to be glowing.
Oh, that's true. Some extra hardened carapace or something.
You also don't. Yeah, you also don't seem to be using any blasters that I've ever seen. They just look like a plasma grenade from Halo, kind of.
Yeah, you're right. They do kind of look like that. I think I'm gonna get grenades later on that are actually even more similar to that. I have an idea, guys. Let's make this game like Halo. We'll sell 1 million copies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suspect that there's some people over at Bungie that were already trying to do that quite a lot.
Yeah.
Like, let's make this one like Halo. Not quite the same.
Infected we've encountered is alarming.
Well. Oh. Gotta scan the plasma.
Now, who's doing the new Halo stuff? Because it's somebody different, right?
I don't know. Come back next time for Halo Part 3. We'll tell you.